What is considered a good return on ad spend? The answer to this question actually depends on a lot of factors having nothing to do with Facebook ads. Let me explain. When a business sets out to determine what a good return on ad spend is, they actually start totally ignoring the ads themselves. The first thing they do is know how much money it costs to make their product. So let's just give a very simple example. You create a product that costs $50 to make. That includes the costs of manufacturing and shipping and inventory and getting it from you to your customer, and including the cost of the percentage of people that return, including the cost of the products that get broken. And you determine that in total, on average, the cost of making a single product and getting it to your customer is $50. But the work is not done there. On top of that, you have the additional costs of the rent that you pay for your office, the cost of the workers that you have, the cost of your electricity, your water, your gas, any other costs that go into the business that have nothing to do with the product themselves. All the people and things and stuff that work for your business that have to get paid in order to sell that single piece of product. So let's call that another $10 on average per product sold. What this means is that on average, the cost to make and produce and get your product from A to Z to your customer is a total of $60. Now let's say you are going to sell that product for $120. That means that on average, for every time you sell one product, you make $60 and you spend $60. So the profit in that is $60. From here, you know that if you spent $0 on marketing, that meant that you would get a 2 times return on ad spend. For every $0 you spend, you get one sale, $120, and you make that $60 in profit and the cost that is this additional $60. Now, for every additional dollar that you spend on ads, that is cutting away from the return that you have. So let's give another number. Let's say it costs $30 to get a sale. So that means you've spent $90, you profit $30. Spending $30 to make $120 total dollars is a 4x return. That's, you spend $30 in marketing, you got a sale for $120, that is a 4x return. Now it costs you that additional $60 to actually sell the product. And from there, you've made a profit of $30. So in total, the total cost, including marketing, was $90. You profit $30. So in this situation, a return of 4x on this specific product for this specific business is 4x, which would be a really great return for that business. If that same business spent $60, which is 2x return on ad spend, they would be break even. They would make nothing. They spend 60 on marketing, they spend 60 on the product, and they make no money. So anything below a 2x for this business is them losing money, and anything above a 2x is them making money. So what is considered a good return? A return that's worthwhile for this business to make, depending on the quantity of the product. If you're selling one a day, then a 2x isn't good because you're just breaking even. But maybe a 10x would be a really great number for that company because you're only selling one a day. If you're selling 1 million a day, then even a 2.1x return would be a really great number for that business. Now, if a totally different company sold that exact same product at $1,200, that would mean that the cost to make it was $60, but they sold it for $1,200. So now the return on that sale would be considerably higher. So a different business selling a different product at different costs needs a different return on ad spend. And this is what's really important to know and understand when trying to figure out what a target return on ad spend is. For some businesses, a 2x return is making a fortune. For other businesses, making a 10x return is barely breaking even. So before you can decide if something is good or bad, you need to know, is this number actually profitable in my business? And that is how you know if you're getting a good return on ad spend.